Welcome back, guys, to my second video of the day. It's going to be the second half of my my Premier League predictions. As you can probably tell, it's a bit later on into the day. Just focus on me. Yeah, it's a bit later on in the day right now, so I've still kept the same table, but I've just had to do stuff, and now I'm back to recording. So, getting straight into it. If you haven't checked out my 20th to 11th place, link will be down below in the description. If it's not in the description, just look on my channel page and you will find it. But anyway, in 10th place, actually I'm just going to round up the top, just in case you don't want to sit through 10 minutes of me talking again. Huddersfield 20th, 19th Brighton, 18th Burnley, 17th Swansea, 16th Newcastle, 15th Stoke, 14th Watford, 13th West Brom, 12th Leicester, 11th Southampton, and now we're on to the top 10. So in 10th place, I think it will be the Cherries, which is Bournemouth. I think, unlike the other teams, they have signed players to improve. They've signed Begovic from Chelsea. I think he's an amazing keeper. I don't think he was deserved to be second fiddle. I know Thibaut Courtois is amazing, and that's just how it felt. But I believe he is first team quality, and I think he's really going to improve Bournemouth. They've also signed Ake from us, been on there last season on loan, played really well for them, scored that winning goal against Liverpool, knows the club knows him. He's going to be a great centre back in the future, so I believe he's going to be a great addition for them. They've also brought it back in Jermaine Defoe, who in a struggling Sunderland side last year still scored at least, I think it was like 15 goals in a struggling Sunderland squad that was from last season, relegated Sunderland squad. So he's still scoring goals at the top of his game, and I think with a better squad around him, no offence to Sunderland, but they are pretty bad compared to Bournemouth, he'll be able to get an extra 2-3 more goals next season, and will put Bournemouth on a good run of improving. Ninth, I think, will be Crystal Palace. I think mainly bringing in Frank de Boer as their manager will be crucial for them. He's an amazing manager. He did it at Ajax. I say amazing, but then Inter Milan weren't his best in managerial reigns, but he's a quality manager. They've brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea on loan, which is a great signing for them. Riedewald, another centre-back who can play in centre mid, who's really versatile, which is good for them if they want to test out different formations. They've just signed today Timothy Fosu-Mensah on loan from Man United. Again, can play centre mid, CDM, right back, centre back. Really versatile, which is good if they want to experiment with different formations, which I do think Frank de Boer wants to have multiple formations that he can use, so they can, if they're losing and they need to change it up, freshen it up, they can. So I think Crystal Palace will do really well next season. In 8th, just ahead of them, I think will be West Ham. Again, a team that have strengthened really well. They've brought in Zabaleta, who I think is a really good leader and someone who can organise the defence, something that they didn't do. That didn't happen a lot last season, and they did concede sloppy goals. Joe Hart in goal, who can have a good game when he wants to, but I think back in the Prem, I think he's going to try and win back confidence in Man City. I don't think he's got no future at Man City, but I think he'll win back the fans of England, and I think he will keep a couple of clean sheets. I don't think he's going to be the best keeper for them, but I do think he's a real improvement on the keepers they already have. Got an Adrian and Randolph, who's now gone to Middlesbrough. They've also signed Chicharito Hernandez, who was an amazing off-the-bench striker for Man United when he was at Man United. Been at Real Madrid, played in Champions League. He's got winning mentality. He's been at Bayer Leverkusen, scored goals for them over there. I believe he's going to do the same over at West Ham. He's going to be their top goal scorer, no doubt. Marko Arnautovic, another strengthening them whilst weakening a rival in the Premier League. Marko Arnautovic is an amazing player in the Prem. He's got good skills, he's a good ball player. Can whip in a good cross, which is good for Hernandez, who is good with his head. So that's great signs there for West Ham. And I think 8th place is good for them. In 7th place, I think it's going to be what I believe is the busiest club. Well, it is the busiest club in the Premier League so far this window, and that's Everton. They've signed a lot of players this summer, which is understandable. They want to improve, they want to move forward. And unlike when Liverpool and Tottenham did it, I think they've signed quality players, young players as well, and old players, experience, players that can grow into the squad, mould into the squad, and they can form a good formation and a good team under Ronald Koeman, who's a great manager, rate him really highly. And signings they've made: Jordan Pickford, one of Sunderland's best, if not Sunderland's best player, along with Jermaine Defoe last season. Unfortunate that he had Sunderland's defence. Yeah, well, it's not unfortunate. It's good that he had Sunderland's defence because it shows how quality he was. I think he was the most faced shots on target last season, and he was one of the best at saving them. So that's good news for Everton. Real improvement in Stekelenburg and whoever else, Joel Robdes, that they already have. Centre back wise, they've brought in Michael Keane, who I think is going to be great in the future. He's already great now, but I think alongside Ashley Williams and Phil Jagielka, he's got some good leaders there, some good role models that he can then learn from. They've also brought in Henry Onyekuru, who was a rumour going to Arsenal. They snatched him from him, but they've sent him back out on loan to Anderlecht, so there's not really much there for that. They brought in Cuco Martino, who's a good rotation wing back. Wayne Rooney's going to be vital for them next season. I personally think he's been there before. He's got winning mentality at Man United. He's going to be the leader. I don't think he's the captain. That's Phil Jagielka, I believe, at Everton. I'm not too sure. But Wayne Rooney will be a good leader, good role model there, and will score some goals and set up some at the same time. And the signing in Sandro Ramirez is going to be an interesting one. I think he's a good player. Whether he can fill the boots of Romelu Lukaku is yet to be seen. But from my personal point of view, I'd like him to. I'd like Everton to do well, because them spending this much money, it would be nice to see a team that's actually brought in a load of players and succeeded. And I think Everton will be able to do that. Now, on to the most important part, the top 6. In 6th place, quite controversially, I've gone with Tottenham. Again, they haven't improved this season. They've lost Kyle Walker. They're out without a proper first team right back for the upcoming start of the Premier League season. They haven't improved at all. Daniel Levy's been really stingy throughout the transfer window. He's always been really stingy with his money. But yeah, I don't think Tottenham will perform the heights that they've performed the last 2 seasons. Harry Kane surely will still score goals for them. Dele Alli still perform for them. Eriksen, they will all still perform, but I think the strength of the teams above them will be too much for them. Talking about the strength of the teams above them, I think Arsenal will finish in 5th place, just where they finished last season. I think Lacazette will be one of the top goal scorers this season, and it'll be really vital if they keep Alexis Sanchez. And I believe if they do keep Alexis Sanchez, it will be quite a battle for the team that is in 4th place, whether or not they actually get up. But I think on the last couple of days they will get in 5th and be in the Europa League yet again. In 4th place, I think it'll be my club, Chelsea. I don't think we're strong enough. Well, we've got a strong squad, strong team, but the strength and depth is not there. Morata's going to be a bit of a gamble. I hope he's going to succeed. I wanted him to succeed, obviously, but I think he's just going to need time to settle. We have got Batshuayi, who has been proven to score in the Premier League, and hopefully he'll get more chances next season while he will. But Bakayoko's a great signing. Him and Kante midfield will be amazing. Can't wait for that. Hazard, if we keep Hazard, Barcelona are calling. But if we keep Hazard, that'd be vital. Rudiger's good rotation. He's versatile centre back. And yeah, I think our squad is okay. It's just the strength in depth we need to improve. In third place, I think it will be Manchester City. I don't know why. I don't think Man City are going to win the league. And I think Pep Guardiola will be sacked next summer. I just have a feeling that's how it's going to run out. Just because the two teams above them will be stronger, I personally believe. It's going to be interesting with the top three, I believe, though. It's going to be a right battle to the last couple of weeks for the top three. And in second place, just missing out, I think it'll be Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's men. Bringing in Salah's been amazing for them. He's Solanke. They've actually brought in a left back that actually is half decent, and now Andy Robertson, and can improve. He's got potential to improve, which is positive for them. The squad looks amazing at the moment. They're scoring goals for fun. They just need that key centre back. Maybe Van Dijk. I don't know. They just need that key centre back to partner Matip, and I think they can seriously push for the title next season. And in first place, if you haven't guessed by process of elimination, it is Manchester United. I think the signing of Matic and Lukaku is key this summer. I think that Lukaku will score over 20 goals next season, 20 to 25 goals, and I think Matic and Herrera in midfield will be amazing, and it will allow Pogba to be less defensive minded, and we'll probably actually get to see a lot more of Pogba this season and see how much he's actually worth of that 80 million. So yeah, that is my Premier League prediction. So I'm just going to quickly run it through in full. 20th Huddersfield, 19th Brighton, 18th Burnley, 17th Swansea, 16th Newcastle, 15th Stoke, 14th Watford, 13th West Brom, 12th Leicester, 11th Southampton, 10th Bournemouth, 9th Palace, 8th West Ham, 7th Everton, 6th Tottenham, 5th Arsenal, 4th Chelsea, 3rd Manchester City, 2nd Liverpool, and 1st Man United. I think that's going to be the whole Premier League for next season. So my camera is just tilted. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting season next season. I think. I think the season is going to be interesting, and I do believe the season's going to be interesting. It's going to be quite interesting. Yeah, it's going to be a good season next season, and hopefully my team Chelsea do come out on top. But personally, I don't think our strength and depth's there. So yeah, until the next video, guys, which is probably just going to be something random. I'm trying to sort out my Arsenal career mode. I've kind of sussed out what it is for the mic and why it's not working. It's because the mic's broken, so hopefully I'll get a new one sorted so I can get back to recording. So until my next video, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this one. Until my next one, goodbye.